Alright, so I'm going to try and make a video about the top 10 diagrams, and we're going to do one video for each diagram. So this one's going to be for page 1, the celestial sphere diagram. So celestial sphere is essentially a snow globe that you've got. Imagine you've got a little person hanging out there, and this is the sky they can see above them and the ground they can see below them. So we're going to add some labels on there, and we're going to start with labeling the zenith. So the zenith is the point directly above the observer, the little person. I'm sorry that the handwriting is a little bit messy. Hopefully you can read it. So the zenith is the point directly above them in the sky. The horizon is the next one. The horizon is the edge of the land around them. So this whole circle here is the horizon. Awesome. For directions, we've got north labeled for us already. South goes on the opposite side. We'll have east in the front and west in the back. And the last second short label we're having to do is add in the location of Polaris. Polaris is the North Star. So it's going to be a star that is located on the north side, and the altitude of it is exactly equal to the latitude. So if this person's at 40 degrees north latitude, Polaris is at an angle. I don't particularly like that angle. That one's a little bit better. At an angle of 40 degrees. So I'll put it right there. And I don't really need the lines on there. So it'll go a little bit crowded. There we've got Polaris at 40 degrees above this horizon in the northern part of the sky, the North Star. Okay, now we're going to start putting in the sun's path, and I'm going to start actually with the equinox. So the equinox happens on 3/21 and 9/23, the spring equinox and the autumnal or fall equinox. And at that time, the sun rises exactly in the east, and it'll set exactly in the west. It's going to come up in the sky and go back down, and it gets up to 50 degrees, which is 90 minus 40. That's where that number comes from. You're just subtracting the latitude. For the next one we have to do is winter. And in winter, I'm going to change to blue. Winter is going to be a little bit lower in the sky. It's going to start rising still on the east side, but a little bit south of it, due east. It's going to come up lower in the sky, only to about 26.5 degrees north. And it's going to set. And then in summer, we'll have it higher in the sky, and it'll start more north. It's going to come up even higher and set, and that's at 73.5 degrees. So there we have winter in blue, autumn and spring in green, and then summer in pink. So those numbers you'll see between 50 and 26.5, that's a change of 23.5 degrees. And between 50 and 73.5, that's a change of 23.5 degrees. So that has to do with the tilt of the Earth, whether the Earth is tilted towards the sun or away from the sun, with the equator there. The last thing we need to add are sunrise and sunsets on some specific dates. So sunrise on March 21st, that's on the green line right here. Sunrise there. For sunset on June 21st, that's going to be over here on the west side, sunset June 21st. For noon sun in December, that's on the blue line. Noon is going to be right up here at the top. And then the last one, 3 p.m. Let's do yellow for that one. So 3 p.m. is afternoon. So after this point, after it's get to the top, that would be about right there. Noon sun on September 23rd, the autumnal equinox. So 4 different locations for the sun to be, 4 different times on 4 different days. So if you had a Regents question based on this chart, you'd be asked to do one of these things instead of like all of them. Hope that helped.